Hey guys, welcome to this week's episode of English Idioms with me, Teacher Tiffany. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I want to share my screen with you guys so we can jump right into the idioms we have for today. Alright, so here we go. Now, our first idiom for today is got my eye on you. Again, a very useful idiom, okay? So again, got my eye on you. Now, this means to be watching someone carefully when you suspect he or she will be doing something wrong or will do something wrong. All right? So here we go. First example. I've got my eye on you, Sarah, because your past behavior has left me no choice. All right. So in this example sentence, the person is basically saying that in the past, Sarah has done many bad things, or Sarah did many bad things. So this person needs to watch her carefully because she may possibly do something else that's not good. So again, the person says, I have got my eye on you, Sarah, or I've got my eye on you, Sarah. All right? Okay, now let's move on to our next example. Example 2. The teacher had to keep her eye on her students. Again, as teachers with younger students, they have to make sure the students aren't bad, okay? All right, and finally, I've got my eye on you, so don't act up. Now act up. So in English, when we say act up, it just means to be bad or to do something that's not according to the rule. We say act up. So sometimes children act up in class or they don't follow the teacher's rules, okay? All right, so let's move on to our next idiom. The next idiom is hands are full. Once again, hands are full. Now, you're probably asking yourself, teacher, what does that mean? For example, I may say, oh, well, I have my cord and my hands are full. But that's not what we're referring to. It's different. Remember, it's an idiom. So let me explain what this idiom refers to. It refers to when someone is too busy or has too much going on to be able to do or become involved with anything else. In English, we say hands are full. Basically, when you're super busy. That's the easiest way to remember this idiom, okay? So let's look at the example sentences. Here we go. All right. The first one is, I really wish that I could babysit for you tonight, but I'm afraid my hands are full at the moment. Or, I'm afraid I'm very busy at the moment, okay? Next we have, Dave said that his hands are full right now. Or, Dave said that he's very busy right now. And finally, my hands are full right now, but I can help you tomorrow. Okay, you see that? All right, next. All right, our last one is hands are tied. Okay, now this is used to say that someone is unable to act freely because something such as a rule or law prevents it. Okay? So hands are tied is a little bit different from hands are full because hands are tied shows that I really want to help you, but unfortunately, I'm not able to because of some other circumstance or rule, okay? So let's look at the example sentences. Here we go. First, the judge says her hands are tied because the law requires a harsh sentence in such cases, okay? So again, with this situation, let's say there's a person who committed a very heinous, we learned that in the vocabulary lesson, heinous crime. So the judge, even though the judge wants to save this person because they're a young individual, they're a teenager, and they have their whole life ahead of them, since they committed a heinous or very bad crime, the judge must sentence them according to the law. Okay? All right, so the judge's hands are tied. All right, next. I'm sorry, but my hands are tied. Okay? And finally, the boss's hands were tied, so he had to fire the new employee. He didn't want to, but unfortunately, he had to. All right, great. Now we learned 3 new idioms, English idioms, in today's lesson for this week, okay? So what I want you to do, again, as always, in the comment section, I want you to type your own example sentence for each of the idioms, okay? All right, I can't wait to read them, and I look forward to seeing what you've said, okay? So I'll talk to you guys next week. Have a good one.